Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has pulled out of all reconciliation agreements previously reached within the People's Democratic Party, accusing key party leaders of betrayal, dishonesty, and serial violations of mutual understandings. A statement issued on Sunday, Wike traced the roots of the PDP's internal turmoil to the aftermath of the 2023 general elections, lamenting what he described as a steady decline into dishonesty and lack of trust among its key stakeholders, adding that several efforts have been made to arrest the pernicious virus of dishonesty and treachery. Wike, a former governor of Rivers State and a key member of the influential G5 group, blamed Governor Makinde of Oyo State for sabotaging reconciliation efforts, accusing him of being the architect of the problems. He disclosed that during a G5 meeting in Lagos, while the governors had resolved to bury the hatchet and move forward, this was followed by a broader meeting at Abuja at Senator Bukola Saraki's guest house, involving other top PDP figures, including Governors Bala Mohammed, Umaru Fintiri, and Makinde, alongside Saraki himself. According to Wike, the Abuja meeting yielded a set of clear resolutions, including recognition of Senator Samuel Ayamu as the National Secretary in line with a Supreme Court judgment, the withdrawal of all court cases relating to Rivers State by the party's National Legal Advisor, and an end to cases on the state of emergency in Rivers. But Wike said the resolutions were quickly and brazenly violated, even before the Saraki-led Reconciliation Committee could begin its work, and also accused party officials of attempting to sideline Ayamu by presenting the Deputy National Secretary as acting National Secretary and using a letter from him to call for a National Executive Committee meeting, which he said is in complete violation of the agreements reached. He cited an incident on May 24, 2025 in Jos, where a PDP zonal elective congress was aborted because INEC refused to attend, because the letter of invitation was signed by the Deputy National Secretary, not the duly recognized National Secretary. And while declaring a turning point, Wike said he had lost faith in the trust and camaraderie that once existed among party stakeholders and would no longer participate in any further reconciliation deals. Ugochukwu Ifanichukwu.
Yeah,
what does this portend for PDP in the coming weeks and months?
We return to the trench hoods. Laurentia is a return to the trench hoods, and it is very sad because you know that last 2 weeks or last week...
PDP has never been out of the trenches.
Yes, but we saw flashes of light.
Okay. Because
of the movement, these meetings that the FCT minister has talked about here, that started doing something and was also sending jittery to the other camps. And some APC members quickly said that Wike want to play on the intelligence of APC. And you could also recall what he said. They said is Fishhead or one of the PDP stakeholders from Bayelsa State that called on Wike to come and contest the presidential election on the platform of PDP. When Nyesom Wike said that it is no longer visible because it has a robust relationship with Mr. President, he cannot go against him. And I was interviewed on that, as if Wike listened to me. Exactly what I said, what he said when he was confronted with that same question. Because having built this relationship, it is not now. PDP is belated. Like when we discussed it, I told you that this peace deal now is only to secure some states for the governors that will be loyal, so that the APC will not go with the full sledgehammer, so that the PDP will be able to gain some states. But as it is now, Laurentia, the tides and the coast is really very, very dark for the PDP, especially the first-time governors. Because all those people now who are pulling down the roof, who are playing this treachery, and who are playing double standing in the reconciliatory move are all two-time governors. And I don't know the weight of Makinde. He be scheming to be a presidential flag bearer and what he can do against a Tinubu. Now, and you should not understand, sorry, you should not understand that even Makinde own his coming back for second tenure to Nyesom Wike. Because we are here. Laurentia, we are here when the political alignment and the political talks were going on. We are here when Nyesom Wike was, you know, taking Makinde by what do they call here? Taking him by the hand and going to London to meet Tinubu, because we know the dynamism of the Oyo State politics. With what he did in first tenure, he already lost the capacity to win second tenure. We are here. It was his hibernating under Wike that gave him a short footage of coming back, and that is on record. And Wike made mention when he was making this expose that most of them own their governorship seat to the Wike support. And like I have posited here, when a question came about why Tinubu cannot call Wike to order, why people say sack Wike, and on this temple of truth, I've told you that, Laurentia, had Wike not played the politics he played in 2023, what would have been the fate of Wike with the sabotage that the suspended governor of Rivers State, Seminary Fubra, played? Wike would have been a history in a very short time, and his political enemies would have been taunting him. But grace smiled on him, just like I mentioned Femi Badabiamila. Wike played smart. Call it whatever you want to call it. Politics is about your relevance at a particular given time. Nyesom Wike played that politics and did not. And I also made a question. If you call up some of the two past platforms we did here, Laurentia, you see where I was saying that they said, had Wike built Tinubu to pay him 100 billion or 500 billion, so to say, and the Tinubu pays him off, will Nyesom Wike have a say in Tinubu's administration? Can he command the respect and the input that he's commanded today? And he has, as if he had me, he has also said it in this expose that none of them that he asked for a penny, and will never do so. And when you're a man that curtails your appetite, you know, I always said it here, the problem of those Rivers elders and some of them in PDP today is because Nyesom Wike talks and none of them can cough. It's because Nyesom Wike does not take anything from you. He rather calls you in for unification and uses you to get what he wants without charging you a penny. And he's ready to go on his knee to make sure he wins you over for his own political gain. So, if Nyesom Wike did not ask any of them for any penny to support them in gaining the seat, that they, who among them will start before Nyesom Wike and they ask him, Oga, this is what you requested from me. Just like when Fubara was saying is about River State Treasurer, I said, what is the IGR of River State? And what is Nyesom Wike making in Abuja? When people say it's about the party, he say, work with the people that supported me to bring you to power. Don't give me. Don't give me. He said it in one of his fora. Then you see the people that worked with you want to push them away and bring people that did not even lose a sleep to bring you to power. And thank God he has re-echoed it in his last expose that these are the people he was fighting. And that is what I said here in one of our discussions, that these people that have become, that the problem Fubara is having with Wike is the enemy of my friend is now my friend. Rodesha, have I been saying it here? And Nyesom Wike has come out to say it in the open. So, if Nyesom Wike has asked Tinubu to pay him 1 billion million, as the case may be, yes, you will not have a say. So, and I've told you that Nyesom Wike is the pillar in PDP. PDP will not go into extinction. No. Nyesom Wike is in PDP.
Now,
but PDP will come to have a reformed PDP. You see, when all these things, the stark reality with the last stroke that we hit them is about the PDP performance in 2027. When Tinubu would have gotten his second tenure intact, and the Nyesom Wike would have done his job, and they return back to PDP as a pillar to reform PDP. You see PDP bouncing back stronger.
Now, the question I want to ask, because the FCT minister, accused Seyi Makinde of being the arrowhead of this crisis. Now, interestingly, Seyi Makinde has not hidden his presidential ambition.
Yes.
I mean, it's out there in the open. And he would want to contest, because he has also said, I'm not leaving the PDP. So apparently he has plans to contest on the platform of the PDP. The question I want to ask is this: how does this crisis that is exacerbating to this extent, how is it going to service Seyi Makinde's presidential ambition? That's the question. Yes. Because if, as it stands right now, the center cannot hold in PDP.
Yes.
So, with the crisis going on, the factionalization and the balkanization of the party, how is Seyi Makinde going to run for the president's office of the President of the Republic of Nigeria on a party structure that right now is not even shaking, it's in shambles, with a vehicle that does not have an engine? How does he intend to arrive at that destination? So how does this crisis service his ambition and his emergence as president?
Laurentia, that's a very good question, and incisive question, so to say. You see, those politicians, they are always beclouded with the now, with the euphoria. You know what the Frenchman or the Latinos call the euphoria. When you're cruising, when your Airbus is in the altitude, then cruising, you forget that anything can happen. So the pilot now tells you, losing your seatbelt, feel relaxed, and you can now make movement to go and ease yourself, and you think it's Uhuru. So Seyi Makinde has, he's now coming up because a certain Bala Mohammed, we no longer hear him and his presidential ambition, because with what has hit Fubara in Rivers State, tends to have put the final nail on his coffin, because he was among the champions of Fubara must dislodge Wike. Immediately the thunderbolt hit, he has gone quiet. I don't know, he could even sit face to face with Wike. That is what we tell you, the kind of the charismatism and the sagaciousness of the politics Wike plays.
Now, the interest, the question I'm asking is not the FCT minister.
No, it's in Seyi Makinde.
Seyi Makinde.
Seyi Makinde seeing in PDP's ambition is not, I will tell you for free, that if the FCT minister says that Seyi Makinde will contest the primary, he will set up a placeholder, a stunch. The person that will distort is Wike is the master of the game. Seyi Makinde cannot from nowhere and become the flag bearer of PDP. I'm telling you this for free.
So does that what you're saying now, the picture you're painting, is it justifying why Seyi Makinde probably is playing this politics that he's playing, according to the FCT minister, probably to dislodge the structure of the FCT minister in PDP, in order for him to emerge as the strong man right now?
You see, Seyi Makinde cannot be the strong man of PDP. Remember that Atiku will move out with a chunk number from PDP to the coalition. Let's not forget the Atiku influence in PDP. And you know that suddenly his members that are echoing his, that championing his cause has gone quiet in anything concerning PDP, which I told us here. Laurentia, I think they should be paying me for being a prophet. I told you that Atiku is not concerned about mending the fences in PDP, that he was ready to collapse it. and it's happening now. And those in PDP has forgotten, like the Deputy Minister mentioned, that this is a fallout that started after the primaries in 2023, cumulating towards 2023 general elections, is it not? That's the fallout. And the article has been indifferent in trying to call the family for amicable resolution, or even owning it up and saying, I'm sorry, I deviated. Can we put together? But Makinde, having seen this Hideto opening, want to squeeze himself in, which will be very difficult for him. That is why he has gone to the south, is because he knows that with Anyang and the Wike and the Damagu in the PDP, where will he get the numbers to win PDP primary? I'm asking you. So he knows that is an effort in futility. Whatever ambition he's nursing in PDP is dead on arrival, with a Wike still standing sure-footed in PDP. Hence, an article don't have the muzzle to stand Wike. Iyochia Ayo left on Wike's accord. Secondus is now a vagus, so to say. They also not them of this world. Those people that held swear, those people were the people that started Wike. Remember, Wike, even if he had joined PDP in 1998, was a nobody. He even said it that one of them, that when he was in Abuja, when he said that when Erufai was in FCT minister in Abuja, he was a local government chairman. So you could see where Erufai was then, and where Wike was, and where Wike is now. That Erufai will even stand up from his seat and be looking over where Wike is sitting. Politically in Nigeria, it is not for me to, I'm not blowing his trumpet, but that is what it is, that an Erufai cannot come close to what Wike, the standing on Wike in politics. But when Erufai was FCT minister, Wike was just a mere, when even local government chairman was being pocketed by the governors. They were at the detriment and at the mercy of the governors. But look at where Wike is today. So that will show you that those people put together could not make Wike lose his popularity and his grip on PDP.
All right.
Who is Nyesom Wike? So if I may ask that
question.
Well,
interesting times ahead. We'll see how this plays out in the coming days.
But it is to their loss. Whatever they are doing is that now, the disservice they are doing themselves is that Wike has no ambition in 2027. And Wike has his because given the politics he played in Edo State, where he had a chunk number of them, serviced the APC wheels. Even the South deputy national leader, is it not?
Dan
Obi. So you could show you that
Dan
Wike
Obi is the vice chairman, South
South zone. And the Congress returned him. It will show you that even an APC governor you'll be seen in one state that was hitherto held by the PDP is subservient to Wike's political master class and master stroke. Wow. So a lot of interesting times. So Wike has nothing to lose in 2027. You can take that to the bank.